All right, guys, just about everyone has a weight loss story, but this guy is pretty incredible. Please welcome Eli Sapharti, a.k.a. Fat Boy Fit Man. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
So your story is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So just give us a little sample of what you've been through to get here.
Fat Boy Fit Man, man. You know, that's pretty much says it all. Grew up overweight. Most of my adult life, I suffered with obesity until I was 38 years old. I'll be 45 this year.
Wow, you look
good. You know, health and fitness, you know, started one step at a time is my motto. And now I dedicate my life to helping people that are in that position with obesity, suffering with being overweight most of their lives, or, you know, a good part of their lives, teaching them that one step at a time, you know, you can achieve a new life.
And it was such an unexpected event that turned your whole world around. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's kind of a funny story. I was at the airport. I was traveling for business and buying a bottle of water at one of the little stores. And the young girl at the counter says to me, you know, it's $2.49 for the bottle of water. And she says, hey, she goes, you're pretty good looking for a big guy. Oh. Look, a 300-pound guy, you know, you saw my before picture.
Right.
You know, I was bearded, you know, I was called a terrorist-looking type guy. You know, I didn't think I was very good looking at all. I should have taken it as a compliment. I didn't. All I heard was, you're fat. But I wish I could see that girl today and tell her thank you, because that was a moment of epiphany for me. That was like, from that moment on, it wasn't like I didn't know I was fat, but it was just, I don't know how to pinpoint that moment. Just took
like
me.
Someone else said it to you.
It was like, that moment was like, hey, you got to do something.
And your whole process to losing so much, how much weight did you lose total?
110 pounds.
110 pounds, because I read that you started off just moving for 15 minutes a day.
Walking 15 minutes a day.
Walking, which turned into running, which turned into the dramatic weight loss.
Marathons. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, and that's what I want people to take from this, that it really is possible. Here, you know, 38, you know, not old, but definitely not spring chicken, and had been suffering with this my entire life. You know, at 45, I feel like I'm 25, you know, and it's just little steps. Again, it's not about all or nothing, it's about something. I started with 15 minutes of walking and just changing one little thing in my daily eating habits.
That habit,
and then, you know, 1 week and another week and another week, and here you go, 5 years later, you know, I'm an athlete.
Are you obsessed? I mean, are you obsessed with working out now, or are you still a normal person and just do normal workouts?
Am I obsessed? That's a good question. I think we're all obsessed with something. You know, we have, you know, hobbies and things that we love. People call it an obsession. You know, I don't let it interfere with my entire life. It's part of my life. So, you know, I brush my teeth. Are we obsessed with brushing our teeth? We do it every day. Right. You know, I work out 5-6 times a week, and I eat right.
So what's the biggest difference from you then to you now? Like mentally, health-wise, I mean, what's the biggest change you felt?
Well, physically, you know, I have no high blood pressure anymore. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. I don't have high cholesterol. So physically, a lot of things changed. Mentally, you know, I'm still a work in progress. It took me a long time to get that fat boy mentality out of my head. You know, I'm finally good with the fact that, you know, hey, I'm, you know, quote unquote normal. I was always normal, just overweight. You know, I tell a lot of people, people call themselves fat. You know, for a long time, I identified myself with being fat. Right. I just had fat. You know, that's what I figured out now, is that I had fat, I wasn't that fat.
All right, let's show us some of the workout. You said that there's some pretty easy ones that anyone can do to start out.
You know, most people find themselves, I have to join a gym, or I have to buy a DVD set, or I have to, you know, do something crazy. I tell people, start out with something at home. You don't even have, you know, you don't have to do anything crazy. Okay. You know, we'll show you, you know, just a couple of really general, easy stuff. You know, I don't know if you're going to be able to do them in those heels and stuff, but
see what I can do.
You know, you got, you know, simple jumping jacks, for God's sakes. You know, you stand in front of your TV while you're, you know, commercial break. You know, you do some jumping jacks. You know, get your heart rate going. You know, you got everything moving in your body. You got your heart rate going. And you're standing in front of your TV. You know, commercials are going on.
You do
squats. You know what? It's easy for me to do it now. I couldn't do it when I was 300 pounds. You know, you got some squats going on. You can do some, you know, high knees. you know, you can start out, people that are very overweight, that have never done anything like this, you do some high knees. If you're in a little bit better shape, you know, you can do stuff, you know, a little bit faster.
Great.
You know, just
I'm
very
sorry to cut you off, Eli. We got to go to commercial break, but we'll be right back.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming in.